Hello.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah. Yes, we are live. Alright, all good. Alright, everyone, welcome along to round 2 of the United Drivers League F1 series. We are racing today at the Kingdom of Bahrain. It's Secure Bahrain at the Bahrain International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix. My name is Katie1997, and for the first time this season, I have my commentary partner with me. That would be Severpai making his debut. So, Severpai, welcome to the commentary box.
Thanks for having me. A little nervous about this. We'll see how it goes. Excited for the race today. We should have some good action at the front and the back.
Yeah, it should be. Hey, it's all about having fun for the debut. And I get the butterflies in your stomach, so I know that feeling. But hey, it's all about having fun, man. Just going with the flow. So yeah, we're just waiting for everyone to get ready up. I'll give you a quick little track detail as well, and then I'll give you a little bit more once we get onto the circuit. So the Bahrain International Circuit is pretty much known to be one of the tracks that kind of kills your tires. It's about the same length as China. It's a 3.3 mile circuit, or 5.4 kilometers. 15 corners, 6 to the left, 9 to the right, and you have at least 3 DRS zones at the end of turns 3 and 11 and 15. And the longest one stretches for 650 meters, which is the front straight. And it's also known to be one of the best tracks to also do a lot of overtaking as well. But it has also produced quite a bit of not fairly good. I should say some really interesting racing. So the UDL has raced here about 3 times, 1 during the day and 2 at night. The first time that they did it, Sinister Owl was your pole sitter, and then the guy who got the win was Amsterdam Demon, who was here. This is like way before I came here.
Should have been Apex's win.
Yeah,
Apex
I heard.
blew his tire on the last lap.
Yeah, I saw that he got a puncture on the last lap, so that allowed him to get the win, Amsterdam to get the win, and then he ended up getting second, along with Dollar Hyde getting third. But I think everyone remembers this one too, from last season, the night race, when Snipper got the win from after the collision with Honos and Breezy on the final lap at turn 13. If you remember which one that was, it's that uphill right-hand turn before you get to the end of the second sector. It's like the third to last corner.
Oh yes, the one with the infamous curve of death on the right side.
Yes, the curve of death. Yes. They collided, and then that allowed Snipper to squeak by, and the thing was, he didn't lead a single lap throughout that entire race. He was just pretty much sticking in the final podium position until all that happened. And he ended up getting the win, and then Get That Money and Run, who is not here for this season, got the podium along with Breezy. And then the second time we did it was the day race, and that had a bit of an interesting ending because Honos ended up winning the race, but Pecan won it because of a penalty that was given to Honos for swerving, which is something you cannot do when someone's trying to overtake you on DRS. And I'll give you more in that detail. So Pecan was on the front straight. He was trying to get Honos on DRS, and Honos moved left and right a little bit, which is swerving, which you're not supposed to do under DRS. You have to hold your position, whether you go the inside or outside line. And in this case, he swerved, he got a penalty, and Pecan ended up winning the race.
I can actually add a little bit to that too, because that was my first race that was really involved in the stewarding decision.
Yeah, mine too.
That was an interesting call to make because I can see both sides of that argument. But in the end, I agree that the swerving kind of doesn't really have any place within the game, because if you're making somebody go back and forth, the big thing where I was having the second and third place drivers both moving across, if you're doing it in a big train of drivers, it's going to disrupt everybody's flow, not just the person behind you. So it's something that I'm trying to cut out. And I think it's gone pretty well since then, but it does feel a little bit, it was kind of a close decision. So
Yeah, I
anyways,
mean,
looks like we just got qualifying started.
yep, we did. I mean, I kind of agree with that. Like, yeah, like I said, it was also mine too. I'd never done steering ever before until that little incident. So, yeah, it was a bit of an interesting call, but I mean, I can understand too, in terms of like trying to give in in terms of giving the penalty, because I feel like you need, if you're under DRS, like if someone has DRS against you, you can try to hold position whether you're on the whatever line you're at. I mean, it doesn't apply just to like the UDL. I've seen it apply to other leagues as well. So I think
Yeah.
it was still the right call overall.
It's something you got to keep an eye on moving forward too. There was a couple other incidents that had some close calls and stuff like that, but for the most part, it feels like that set the precedent. It's just something that's not gonna fly.
Yeah. So also, if you want to know, the drivers now have their own numbers. You probably just saw just now that Drew Yu has his number 24 on the Williams. So that was part of the new patch that just came out. I believe that was at least a few days ago.
Yeah, I believe it was like Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it still has a little bit of its how do I say, moments. This game in terms of its bugs.
Hope not to see any of those today. No safety car glitches or anything.
Yeah. But the strategy will be interesting too, because I'll get into more of that later. But first, I'll just give you the rundown of Bahrain once again, just give you more of an in-depth perspective. So why don't we stick along with Drew Yu in the Williams as he's coming down the front straight. And to the first DRS zone, rear wing is open, and he starts his very first hot lap. And he's doing it on the soft tires too. Now he's coming down towards turn 1. This is one of the hard braking zones. Goes a little bit too deep. I think he might have locked up a little bit as well. Now you got 2 kinks there, turns 2 and 3. 3 is a little bit easier. Then you go into the second DRS zone, followed by turn 4. Mostly you want to clip on the outside apex and get a better turn in. Then you go into the downhill S's. Then this is a bit of a tricky part of the track. Want to stick it to 5th gear, maybe 6th gear as well, as he didn't validate his lap, but we'll still keep following him. Now he goes into turn 9. That was a little bit of a downhill apex curve, and now we go into one of the trickiest bits, the downhill section of turn 11. Now that's a very hard braking zone. If you're not on anti-lock brakes, it is very easy to lock up there. Now we go into turn 12. Mostly want to go on the outside curve, get some better turn in as well. And then there's the infamous curve of death. That is turn 13 on the right side. Then we go into the second to last corner, turn 14. That you want to try to get a better turn in, otherwise you will understeer and go into the outside curve. And then finally, here is turn 15. And it's just pretty much to stick to the outside curve, get a turn in. It's just all about getting better turn-ins on around this track. And even though he's going to the pits, that is pretty much your lap around Bahrain. As Easy Hurricane also follows along too.
I didn't mean to set a time on the softs, or just to go back on there.
I was actually going to mention about the tire situation. So, like, if you know from last game, you pretty much like had the allocations of choosing whatever tires you want, harder, balanced, or soft. And wait, hang on. Oh, we got Birdman that just did a lap. So 28.0 was his time. I'll talk more once we get everyone to get their lap times around, as Real Space Hero is the next one to cross, and he's doing on the soft tires as well. And the number 9 Williams.
Where you can go the medium to hard, but you can't really go soft unless you wanted to go soft hard. That really ends up pushing the soft to the limit.
Yeah, I mean the soft tire. Yeah, I mean the soft tire you can go like, if I'm not mistaken, probably about like 4 laps. Oh no, did a 35.5. I'm sure that's because he might have messed up a little bit, so he'll do it again. Hefty Bag, or no, so that's Publix, went 26.6, and Hellmade 26.2. Next, that was on the mediums, yeah. Yeah, the target time for this track is, it's quicker than what you saw from last game. Remember, pole was like somewhere in the 27s. This game, you can go into the 25s at best, maybe 24s. Mediums, you could probably go 26s, 25s. And it's just mostly because the cars are... Yeah, I'm just following along with Pecan, yeah. He's on the mediums as well. So he might be able to beat Helmate's time, unless it's just a glitch where I could... Because sometimes I don't believe a lot of times when they do a purple second sector. It's 26, or excuse me, 27-0. Okay, that's a good time.
He's going for the middle sector on the mediums. So it might be just a bit, but not far off enough the lead time for it to be. You can see the.
No, not a bad time at all. But yeah, like I just don't believe most of the time when they put up a purple second sector because it usually doesn't really mean anything. Not that I'm, yeah,
not practical glitches in it so far, so I feel you on that.
So Korav did a 33-0. I think I have an idea of what exactly they're doing, and I've done this before as well, so I'll probably talk more about that soon. But we'll follow along with let's see, we've got Dilsek, and also we have two new reserve drivers. If you have noticed, Dilla Gaff in the racing point is taking over for Shawsome, and I think we had one more. BOE Bryce in the Renault. I think he's taking over for Impulse.
Yeah, it was Impulse and Shawsome too in this incident.
Okay. And also, Shawsome just got married over the weekend too, so a big congratulations to him. And yeah, definitely. So now we got Easy Hurricane doing his lap. He's got purple first sector, and he's doing his time on the softs. His teammate Dreamsy did a 29.5 not too long ago. But I have a But I have a feeling what they're doing is this. So what I was trying to get on is, so in this game, like unlike from last season, if you like chose the if you chose the softer compound, you obviously have 4 sets of softs. Balance, you had 3 softs and a medium. A hards, you had 2 hards, a medium. A hard, a medium, and 2 softs. But in this game, whatever allocation you choose, it doesn't matter. You're stuck with the 3 softs and the mediums. I think what they're doing is they're doing slow laps on the softs so that they can get a time on the board, and then they'll do their next run on the mediums. That's what I think they're doing, at least. I mean, other drivers are going otherwise, but I think that's what they're doing. But anyways, we got Breezy doing a lap. Dipper is doing his lap on the softs. Interesting.
Yeah, he's going perfect sector one.
Yep. Of course, we know that Snipper has probably the best quality pace out of everyone in the entire field. But I have a feeling he might be doing a slow lap as well. But we'll see what his time will be once he crosses. Oh, he had a little bit of a slide there. He struggled with traction there at the end of turn 11.
Taking that esports line way out over the grid.
Oh yeah, and also I guess the Mercedes did their laps a little while ago as well. Dilsack did a 27.8, Bossman a 27.9. He's got purple. Yep, purple in the first and second sector. So his time's still good, but okay, he's going to the pits. Okay, so he's not sending a slow lap. But here's Breezy. Wait, was he on out lap? Wait. The clock was still going on my screen. Like he was at 33 seconds by the time he crossed the line. Like before he crossed it. Okay, that.
And I thought he was in his hot lap right behind Snipper too. That's interesting.
Let me.
I wonder if he had
press menu. I pressed pause and it came back, but
it wasn't in time, so I wonder if he had a penalty on that lap.
He could have. I don't know, but now it says he has. Now it says he's on an out lap.
I see that too. I don't know what's going on there.
Okay. Well, like I said, that's part of the bugs of this game that kind of annoy me.
We have Helmaid on a hot one.
Helmaid is on a hot one, but Dilligaf is closest right now at the moment. He's actually using the same number as Pecan. They both are in the driving number 88. And here he comes. And Dilligav on pole position. 26-1. Not bad. Not bad for your debut.
Yeah. See how long that one holds up, because that's bound to get better as it gets closer to 0.
Yeah, he's definitely got good, like, pace, I would say. He's definitely more of like a someone that's more like a top 5 contender, depending on the field. But I think, judging by the field we have right now, I'd probably say he's more of a top 5 driver. Maybe top, but yeah, maybe between that or the top 10. But he's still good and consistent from when I've raced with him in the past.
Sounds like he should be a pretty solid fill-in for Charleston for this week.
So Helmade is going to do a 26.132, so he's 1/7 of a second faster than Dilligav. But so far we have yet to see someone even crack even the 25s, which maybe could happen. Right now we have...
We've got Dreamsy down on a 129. We got Honos on a 135. I definitely think we're going to see some 25s here before the end.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got Honos now coming out on the mediums. And right now we have, let's see, from the top 10, we have 6 drivers that have done their times on the mediums. Korab, I guess, did his time not too long ago, did a 26.8 on the mediums. So that splits it between Publix and Pecan.
Interestingly, Drew's early 127 still sitting there in the top 10.
Yeah, so far. Speaking has got a 27.2. Bakery did a 27.5 on the mediums, so almost the majority have done their medium runs right away, but I don't know if they'll do another run of the mediums or are they going to go in the softs. But of course, like I said, the tires that they give you is very pretty much limited. Anyways, here comes Honos. I think this will be somewhere in the 26s for his time. Yep, 26.7. As he had a little bit of lockups as well in that run. But he does get ahead of his teammate.
Cool,
up into fourth. I think he's going to the pits. That seems to be more of a slowdown lap.
Oh.
So Snipper's coming to do his lap as well. Well, he's doing his out lap, but he's going on the mediums.
He's following his teammate. I wonder if they're doing some drafting here.
Probably, yeah. They're probably waiting until they get to the front straight and then get the toe.
Yeah, they're both going pretty casually here, and Publix already has the 4th best time, so I think he might be giving Simple a little try here.
And Ripper right now has the best time right now with a 25.8, so we do have someone that finally cracked into the 25s. Okay. Ripper did that on the softer compound tires.
Oh, Snipper's backing off enough that I don't think they're drafting.
Okay, so he's probably just trying to get some clean air. I mean, normally a toe would help, but like I kind of from my experience, I probably would rather do like clean air, just because I like to have no one around while I'm doing a lap.
I feel like following somebody and but then pulling some your lines a little too much.
Dreamsy's also on the mediums too, so quite a bit of the front runners that are known to be in this league are doing their times on the mediums as well. We'll follow a Snipper then, see what he does on the medium compound.
He's on the medium, but the tree on the left says he's on the softs.
I know, that's... oh, you know what? It's because you don't have it on fitted. There's 2 options for it. You have fitted and best. I had it on best. Like you did your best time on that set. Yeah, so...
I didn't think it was going to catch one as far as not setting lap time.
Well, anyways, he's coming to the second sector. He's not purple at the moment. He's at a 105.1 on that part of the sector, so he's probably going to be somewhere in the 26s. I don't think it'll be enough to beat Ripper Rick's time. And I don't think he'll get another lap in as well, as there's those 2.5 minutes left in the session. He was pole last year. Let's see how he does. He goes ahead of his teammate with a 26.4. So he's pretty much the leading runner on the mediums. But at the moment, from the way it sticks, it looks like Ripper Rick could be on pole position.
Unless just now starting his hot lap.
I'm sorry, who is?
Dreamsy. But he's on the medium, so I don't know that he's going to challenge that 125.8.
I mean, he could challenge Snipper or Hefty at least.
I do believe he's going to be in that mid 126s.
Oh yeah.
The mediums.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that's where your best time can be if you're doing the mediums. I mean, it's not not out of the left field if you want to try to get in the 25s on the mediums. It's just you're going to be mostly in the high 25s if you said like a perfect lap.
Well, if somebody does manage to get into the 25s on the mediums and start on the mediums, I think we're looking at the potential racer right there.
Yeah. So here comes Bossman. To the finish line he comes. And he does improve his time. And he gets ahead of Space Hero. Well, as soon as I said that, Space Hero goes ahead of him. Up into 9th place.
Didn't catch it because he has some good sectors here, but he's coming down to the last turn.
Yep. He's got his former teammate Honos in front of him. But he's on an outlap, but Dreamsy is not. So here comes both of them. And looks like Dreamsy goes into the 27-0.
Pecan just starting a hot lap behind him on the soft, so you might see him trying to go for the top 3 here.
Yeah, he's probably trying to go for the pole position. And Honos did his time of a 26.7, so that puts him 6. So a few positions up of his former teammate.
Alright, 26.4 from Sniffer on the medium and looking real good right now.
Yep, definitely looking good if you're an AlphaTauri, because they're definitely the front runners for the mediums. Meanwhile, Pecan does have a purple first sector, but the time to beat is a 25.8.
Publix did not make it in time for his outlap.
Nope.
Missed it by about 3 seconds.
So Pecan right now is up by half a second, nearly half a second from the second sector. Oh, now it says 1.1 second. Okay. It said it before he came to the end of the second sector. Yeah, that's why I don't like these bugs. It just throws you off completely. Anyway, here he comes towards the line. 25.8 is the time to beat.
Honos up to 5th, Corab to 7th, and Pecan on pole.
Pecan on pole position with a 25.5 on the softs.
I'm really surprised we only had 2 people cracking the 25s.
Yeah, I mean, we only had the other drivers behind the top 4 that did their times on the mediums as well.
Say that, we got Dilligath coming up on a hot lap here. Last one with the shot.
And I think he's going to go 25s. He's at a purple third sector.
25.9.
25.9, but he might have, I'm guessing he might have messed up a little. What?
I missed it entirely. Ripper has bested Pecan there by about a 10th.
By over a 10th? Well then.
I hadn't even caught that Ripper was on a hot lap there and snatched the pole right back.
Yeah, neither did I. Yeah, he's on pole position. So only the top 3 cracked the 25s, but they're all on the softs. So strategy-wise is going to be, well, let's just say that it's not going to be great if you're on the softs, in my personal opinion. Obviously, you want to go start on the mediums, but the softs you're going to last like 5 laps at most. I mean, the only good thing is that they're not racing during the day. If it was, it probably would have been even worse in terms of track temperature.
What's going on?
It's another glitch. Usually after qualifying, they some unless like everyone retires, they keep going for another 2.5 minutes. I don't know. It's so stupid.
So in about 10 seconds, all this will end. Hopefully Cody's will get this right.
Now the clock is stopped at 1 second left. Is the lobby broken or something?
Most likely.
Oh boy.
I'm seeing the same thing, so. Oh, these guys still going?
They somehow are still going, yeah.
Low fuel mode for 3 laps. There it goes.
All right, well, there you go.
All right. We have half of the top 10 starting on softs.
All right, so Ripper Rick is on pole position, Pecan in second, Dilligaff in third, Hellmate in fourth, Stipper Pig in fifth, Honos in sixth, Kill the Birdman in seventh, Publix in eighth, Korab in ninth, Dreamsy in 10th, Drew in 11th, Breezy in 12th, Real Space Hero in 13th, Speed King in 14, Easy Hurricane 15, excuse me. Big Ring 16, Bossman 17, Imperial 18, Dealsec 19, and Bryce on his debut will start from the back of the grid. So I think we're going to be exiting the lobby, and then also we will get a I think we're going to have interviews as well. I think so. Just hang with us momentarily.
Dreamsy and someone were getting the interviews today.
Okay.
Dreamsy and Publix. So, intrigued to see if we can.
Yeah. So so just give me a quick moment, as I'll try to get them in here. All right. So I did just invite them. I think. I think I'll just wait. We'll just wait until they get in here. All right, so we have now our first interviewer, or interviewee. We have now Dreamzy, the driver for the Alfa Romeo. Dreamzy, can you hear me real quickly? All right. So you were last week's race winner in Australia, but this time you qualified in 10th, but you will be starting on the medium. So how do you think you'll pan out for this race, and what do you think your goal is for this race, since you're gonna have to work your way up the field? Yeah, and I kind of want to bring up also from earlier qualifying session. I noticed like you start on the softs, but then you decide to do your run on the mediums. What were you like doing? Were you just planning on doing like a slow run, just for your soft stint? Because I know I've done this before too. I just didn't know if you had the same ideology as what I was thinking. Alrighty, well, I'll probably let you go, and good luck to you, and also to your teammate Easy Hurricane for today's race as well. You're welcome. Alright, so I got a lobby invite. Alright. I think now we just have to wait for Hefty. Excuse me. Yeah. Let me see if I can get him on here. Hopefully. I invited him to the party too.
There's one person in the lobby too. There he is.
Sorry about
that. All good. So now having here with us is Publix, or AKA Hefty Bag, driver for the AlphaTauri. So Hefty Bag, welcome to the commentary box. So you qualified in a better position than you did last time. You're in the top 5 this time. I think somewhere in the top 10. But you are starting on the medium, so do you think like your qualifying session was better than? Did you think that your qualifying session was better than what you did last week in Australia?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. Considering how warm it's going to be around here, that's probably the best possible quality I could have got on that strategy. It's like a net P4, P5 maybe, based off of strategy, because those, don't tell them now, but those softs are going to wear pretty damn hard later.
Oh yeah, no, we're pretty much aware of that. I mean, this track is very known for killing tires and all that, but yeah, you and Snipper seem like in a very comfortable position. So Are you so pretty much? Are you pretty much gonna aim for hopefully maybe a 1-2 finish for Alfred Towery? I mean, we haven't seen that
absolutely.
since first season. Yep. Okay.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And I'm trying to steal a win off of him too, because he knows he can't handle it.
Wow, some feisty
Ask
words
him
already.
GTE Road America.
It's gonna be like Paul Tracy and Dario Franchitti here.
Exactly. Yeah, seriously, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think. All right. Well, I think that'll wrap up the questions for you. I'll let you get back into focusing on the race. So good luck to you you and Snipper for the rest of the way as well.
Awesome. Thanks, boys. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Peace out. Thanks.
All right. So now we just gotta wait for everyone to hopefully get ready up. But yeah, your pole sitter will be Ripper Rick in the Renault. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how everyone fares on the in the top 4 with those soft tires.
You also have Birdman. I think it was Birdman in 7th on the softs as well. So he's going to throw a wrench in there for some of the medium guys who are in the middle half of the field. So it should be really interesting there. 2 of the faster guys in the league up at the top of the softs, and then some of the faster guys in the middle and the mediums.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing is the mediums will probably last you on this track for like, I think roughly like 12 or 13 laps before you can throw on the hards. I mean, and the softs you can do 1 stop, but like your hard tires are gonna be like pretty much a lot more worn than if you were going on a medium stint.
And if you even go one lap too long on the softs, you can really kill the strategy, because that last lap, if you're just over the edge on that traction, you're going to lose 2, 3, 4 seconds and probably end up putting yourself into traffic.
Right. Alright, so we'll see if everyone's getting ready to go. Hopefully everyone's ready to go.
So we're getting there.
Yeah, it only takes quite a bit of time. A lot of time to get going when you have another lobby. But we'll see how the race goes too. I mean, I have a feeling we're probably gonna have some kind of crazy finish too as well, kind of like what we've had in almost all the Bahrain races we've had. But we'll see how that goes, I guess. We should be able to get going now. Any minute. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now we got the clock ticking, so. Alright, Sev. Well, this is your first time gonna be doing a race, so I hope you're ready for a good race yourself too.
Indeed. We'll see how it goes. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
It's all about having fun too, as well. Alright, so we're going in now. Perfect. So everyone's got to remember though too, put on the tires that you are qualified on, and obviously you got to put on the main thing is obviously you got to put on your setup too. Make sure you have your setup on.
We actually did have the last race through. Honos didn't get the right tires on and ended up killing his strategy for the race because he had to pit in the first couple laps. It is very important to get those right tires on to start the race. Right. How many laps are we looking at today?
We're probably looking at 28 laps.
28.
28 laps.
Couldn't remember what the full distance of Bahrain was.
Bahrain I think is like 56 laps, like for
I
full
believe
race.
so.
All right. So, pretty much just a reminder, too, if you just tuned in, Ripper Rick is on pole position. And pretty much the rest of the top 4, which include, I believe, if I remember correctly, Pecan and then Dilligaff and Hellmaid are starting on the softer compound tires, but almost the rest of the top 10, except for Birdman, are starting on the mediums, excuse me. Alright, so here we go. And we got the formation lap underway. And, oh, okay, well, B.O.E. Bryce somehow got disqualified from the formation lap before the cars even took off. Alright, so let's run you through the order one more time. Ripper Rick is on pole position along with Pecan. Dilligaff in 3rd, making his debut in the UDL, along with Hellmaid. Snipperpig in 5th, and along with Honos in 6th. And Kill the Birdman in 7th, along with Hefty Bag in 8th. Cora will start in 9th, alongside with Dreamsy in 10th. And also one of the last of the guys in the top 10 on the medium compound tires. And then Drew Yu will start in 11th, along with Breezy in 12th. Space Hero in 13th, and then Speed King in 14th. Easy Hurricane will start in 15th, and one of the only 2, along with Big Rig, starting on the hard tires. And Big Rig starts in 16th, by the way. Bossman in 17th, Imperial in 18th, and Dillsack in 19th, along with B.O.E. Bryce right off the rest of the grid. So the top 10 have at least 5 drivers on the mediums. The rest of the other guys are on mediums, except for Hurricane and Big Rig on the hards. So they're trying to go a little bit more of a longer distance.
It's really interesting to see how far these guys on the softs can go before they have to come in, and how much of a distance they can put on the midfield. So if they can come in and they come out and they're behind all of the top 10, anybody behind that is probably going to ruin their races.
And you just saw too on the graphic as well, the preferred strategy is, like I said, is a medium hard strategy, and the pit window is usually between lap 13 to lap 15. But the softs, you're going to have a little bit of a shorter stint, and hopefully you can go at least 5 laps, but that's pretty much about it.
The question is, do we see 2 stops, or do we see him going straight soft to hard?
In my opinion, I would say go straight soft to hard, but if you go 2 stops, I think that mostly kills your strategy.
Well, we did have Pecan in Mexico pull it off pretty effectively last year, so on a wide open track with this much overtaking, I think it might still be kind of up in the air.
True.
I think you're going to see a little bit of both.
Alright, so here come the 5 red lights. It's time to get racing from Bahrain, and it's lights out and away we go. It's a good start for Pecan. Has an excellent start off the line. Pecan already cleared from the rest of the field. Ripper Rick had a horrible start. They're 3 abreast going into turn 1. Pecan, he left the door way wide open, and Dilligaff just clips him. And there's carnage already in the midfield. He's how many cars are collected? There look like 5 cars involved, and I think one of them was Snipperpig in the process.
Yes, Snipperpig is dead last right now.
Yeah.
That's a chaotic start.
He's got front wing damage as well. Hellmaid I think he's got someone involved in that. Drew, you got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Ripper, Rick, and Hellmaid have cleared the field. Birdman's now moved up to 7th to 3rd. They were like, I couldn't tell who the rest of them were, but there were like at least 5 cars involved. Pecan and Snipper were obviously one of them, but Dilligaff was the main contributor to that incident.
I actually don't know that Pecan ended up with any damage out of that. I think he just got spun around.
He got spun around, but I don't think he got damaged either. I'm trying to take a look and see if I can see his weight. Oh, he does. No, wait. No, he does not. I was looking at.
It's difficult to tell, but I'm not sure he does.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
The game doesn't always show it properly.
Juryu does have damage, so he got collected in that as well, along with, I think, was it one of the Mercedes? No, I don't think so.
Looks like Dilsack's at the bottom. still section 20th right now, so
yeah,
I
I thought it was one of the Mercedes. Yeah. He got involved, but he doesn't have damage.
Got 1, 2, only 2 cars pitting.
Oh, 3 abreast into turn 1. Here comes Hefty on the inside. Oh my goodness, he made like 1 move stick, but he so far has to stick with. I'm trying to make sure that telemetry is correct because there's a McLaren. I think that might be.
Yeah, the tree is not right now. It has Pecan in 3rd. I don't think that's not correct right now.
No, it's not correct. Okay, so Honos is actually, I think he's in 5th, and that means, yeah, okay, no, 4th. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like I said,
I needed him across the second interval.
Yeah,
the first time he's on.
Yeah, this whole thing's really interesting. But anyways, here's Breezy and Dreamsy. Dreamsy on the inside into turn 11. Tries to make him stick. He holds him up at least and keeps him honest up into 7th place. No DRS until lap 3. That's incorrect, by the way, as well. It says lap 3 on my screen. It's not. It's lap 2. So by the next lap,
I really hope that doesn't affect the race.
I don't think it does. On the race, it does not. But for us spectators, it does affect us because we don't know exactly where everyone literally is. And Space Hero alongside with Dreamsy into turn 15, side by side. Dreamsy trying, he defends him off a little bit there. Good defensive move though by Dreamsy, but Space Hero loses ground, and now that's allowed Breezy to catch up to him. And lap 3 is now it's lap 3, and DRS
now.
Yep, DRS is enabled now. Pecan trying to get the inside of Breezy. Breezy trying to go the inside. Oh, gets squeezed a little bit there of Space Hero. He was so close to losing a position there, but somehow he manages to hold it off.
I think Dilligath might be doing some damage there because he's still falling back even though he's on the subs.
Yeah, let me take a look at his situation. He does not have well, on my screen he doesn't really have like any damage to the front. Oh, someone's gone too deep.
Very wide.
Yeah, Space Hero went too deep there. Now it's 2 wide into turn 11. Pecan on the. Oh my goodness me! They went 3 abreast into that. You can't do 3 abreast in that corner for sure. DRS enabled now. Space Hero on the inside, Pecan on the outside, and he's also got Speed King next to him. Oh, those two still make contact. Space Hero still manages to hold him off somehow. And also Speed King. Oh, damage! Pecan has hit Space Hero. I think he's got an end plate off. He does have an end plate off. And he's trying to make that squeeze into. You cannot do that at turn 15.
I see Pecan peeling off right here after that wing damage. Maybe not.
No, he's gonna stick it. Wow. But he's also got the run-on straight line speed as well. And here comes Speed King. Oh my goodness me! How did he pull that off?
Oh, Breezy.
Oh, Breezy's gone off. Wait.
He caught it. Oh, Big Rig's gone.
Oh, Big Rig's gone off.
Breezy half spun. Lost quite a few spots, and then Big Rig, I'm not sure if Big Rig was reacting or not, but there's still a big group there between, is that 7th to about 15th. It's all within about 3 seconds of each other.
Let's try to see what's going on in the front, too. Ripper Brick and Hellmate are close to each other at the moment, but oh, wait, oh my goodness. There's 3 cars involved. It's Bossman, Breezy, and Speed King involved. Oh, and you're gonna get a penalty for that. He reset himself to circuit.
I did not see that, but yeah, that is a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow the Breezy was collected in that, and so was Speed King. I don't know who made the initial contact because I just caught. Oh, that was super close. Breezy. Oh, we've seen Breezy gone side by side with someone else before. This time he does not get death handed to him.
I think Dilsek hit the curb of death there.
Yeah, he spun off. I saw yellow flags. But Breezy also has no end plates at all, so he's really going to have to go to the pits now.
This carnage has definitely benefited Honos, Publix, and Dreamsy because they have moved out in front of that group for the mediums.
So pretty much it's those guys are pretty much like, if you think about it, a penultimate first, second, and third. Oh, Space Hero's. Oh, Space Hero's going off. Whoa!
Rick and Helmet are setting a pretty good pace here, so they may be able to get out until the point where they're fighting guys.
That was a bit of an interesting re-entry there from Space Hero. Well, I don't know what happened to him, though. I just saw him spin around. Or already spun. Snipper's climbed away his way back after being from plumb lost, now down to at least 9th at the moment. So he's climbed himself with a good recovery drive for the moment. But Peacon's still dealing with that wing damage, and I'm surprised he has not lost any more positions from that.
He has pulled a bit of a gap to Dilligaf, and I think Dilligaf was fighting a little bit too with that, so I think that might be helping him right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would not be surprised to see him coming in earlier than he anticipated, but it depends on if he's doing a long two-stop. The longer he stretches, the further he's going to one-stop territory.
Snipper's got DRS on Dilligaf, and I think that should be no contest. It is no contest. Snipper gets ahead of him very easily. Dreamsy, oh no, that's not Dreamsy, that's Hurricane right behind him. He almost thought about making a move there, but he has to stay behind the racing point.
Yes.
And also to remind you, Hurricane is also one of the guys that started on the hard compound tires. So he could go a longer stint than the medium runners.
Boss man into the pits. I think that's our first normal stop.
No. I don't think so. He might have had damage when he was collected with Speaking and Greasy earlier.
Rick is starting to pull a little bit of gap from Helmade. He's bridged the 1 second for DRS now, so he's starting to pull away.
Meanwhile, we got also... Breezy just retired. Wait. He retired on track, I think. Yeah, he retired on track.
He did retire on track. He's going off to the side. Oh!
Oh, what?
Boss man spun in that area. I don't know what happened there.
He must have spun by himself. Okay. But also, Hefty and Dreamsy were battling out for a little bit, though. But now Dreamsy's got DRS, trying to get back to place. On the outside goes the Alfa Romeo. He'll have to stay where he is. Oh, he's got the inside. On the outside, now on the inside line to the kink of turn 2. Now to turn 3, and I think... Does he have DRS? Yeah, he does. He does have DRS again. Hefty's trying to cover him off. He cuts him off going into turn 4. But good defensive driving there from Hefty back. So far, holding off 5th place.
Good three-way battle for 7th with Snipper up front of it.
I think Dilligaf might be dealing with Easy Hurricane because Hurricane's closing in on him, and those soft tires on Dilligaf's car might be dying right now at this point.
I would have to agree with that.
But
I would not be surprised to see the softs coming in now.
But meanwhile, Onos is starting to close in on Kill the Birdman as well, as he is losing quite a bit of pace, and obviously I know why, because of the tires. So he will get DRS on him, and he should make it easy for him to overtake. As Birdman goes to the pits, Onos tries to collect a little bit of a draft from him, and he does, and he moves himself up to 3rd place. Falling behind, here comes Dreamsy on the outside into turn 1. He will have to stay where he's at, but now he tries to do the switch around. He tries to do the switch around, but he was just a little bit too far off. But here he comes again with DRS, this time going to turn 4. I think Dreamsy will get him this time. He does get him this time into turn 4. He does get him into turn 4. Nice move there from the Alfa Romeo, and that puts himself up into 4th place now.
Birdman comes on in 11th, and he's on the medium, so I see a 2-stop happening there. I don't think he's going to go to the end on mediums.
No, he cannot. There's no way. Mediums, at this point, he probably will be pitting again by lap like 18 or 19. I probably would say. Here comes Hefty Bag with DRS. And he goes to the inside. Ooh, that's close. They made a little bit of contact. But they're just fine for the moment. But they were so close to maybe making a little bit of a disaster.
He's also pitted and come out in 16th. But he has completely open track around him.
Yep, and he's got a new front wing as well. So obviously that cost him a lot of time in the pits as well. Dreamsy had a much better exit around at turn 15. And Dreamsy's trying to hold the inside line. DRS open for Hefty. Now he's trying to switch around to the outside, goes to the normal racing line. Publix with a great dive bomb there to turn 1. And he moves himself up into fourth place. Fourth place, excuse me. That was a little bit of a risky move there, I would say, but it pulled off for Hefty, for sure. Or Publix, whatever you want to call him.
I'm feeling they're going to be going back and forth the entire race here.
Yeah, they have been for at least the last couple of laps. Also, I've noticed that Bryce has moved himself up to 10th place after starting from dead last on the grid. So he's doing himself a pretty solid race on his debut. But also, but I think the driver that's been getting most of the benefit out of this is Honos at the moment, because with these two, Publix and Dreamsy battling out, it's definitely helping him pull away from those two. And plus, with Helmet and Ripper Rick having to pit, well, I'm surprised they haven't pitted yet, to be honest. Okay, now they've gone to the pits. So that puts Honos now into the lead of the Grand Prix.
Oh, Helmet is not hurting.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Helmet is staying out. So he's staying out for one more lap.
The one I'm surprised hasn't pitted is Dilgaf. I would expect him to come in this lap too, because he's starting to lose the pace to slip and needs to do that.
Yeah, what does he fit on? He fit on the hard tires.
Yeah, Rick is going the one stop. I think everybody from here on out's going one stop.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be one stop for sure.
But he can't put on the medium, so I see him going for another stop as well as Birdman.
Yeah, Dilgaf just gone to the pits as well. He's fitting on the hard compound tires. Oh, and he's fitting on the front wing as well. Meanwhile, Bryce has got himself in a little bit of a Red Bull sandwich, as Birdman's now alongside him into turn 4 and gets ahead of him just slightly and up into 9th place. But also Birdman's, I think, is opting for a 2-stop as well, because he pitted for mediums, not hards. So we've seen only a couple drivers so far that are opting for a medium. Excuse me, 2-stop strategy from going from probably the medium to the probably back to the softs. I'm not probably too sure, or if they'll go back to.
Oh no, starting for the lead. Yeah, he's going to back off. I think he's going to let Helmet pit here and just take over the lead, but he's done a good job to catch him on those mediums.
Yeah. So now Hono takes the lead of the Grand Prix. And of course, he has yet to pit as well. So.
But he's on the preferred strategy right here. I think he might be one to beat.
Oh, he's going for a 2-stop as well. Helmet. He just pitted for mediums.
I wonder if he can make the mediums go 18 laps at this point. It's going to be a real...
That's a stretch.
Real test, yeah.
If he does, that's a stretch.
He might be the one person who can do it, though, because I think he went that extra lap in order to make those mediums go to the end. But that's going to be a real tough task.
Interesting. So I think we have like 2 more laps until everyone goes in for their pit window. Because everyone pits until lap 13, like you saw on the pitch strategy graphic earlier. So Snipper, after having a bad start, is up to 4th, and Hurricane is up into 5th place, and he's one of the guys that started on the hard tires too. But
definitely be one to watch towards the end of the race when he puts on those mediums while everybody else is on hard.
Yeah.
Especially seeing he's only 2 seconds behind Snipper right now. He might be out of the podium.
Probably. I mean, he probably will. He'll probably pit like an extra 2 or 3 laps after the medium pit window, from what it looks like. But maybe it could catch some of them napping. I think if he goes in the mediums later on, he probably could catch up to them and get to the top 5. But right now, we'll have to wait and see. Honos has like a really solid gap though between him and Hefty with a 7.3 second gap. I mean,
he caught a couple of the soft guys before they
hang on a minute. Imperial just went off.
Uh-oh. Looks like he caught the curb of death as well. Got a couple of people today.
Yeah. He also put on softs as well. Not too long ago. I don't know if he's gonna try to go for soft medium, but that's not the strategy you want to go for. But looks like that's what he's
started on medium. I think he's going medium, soft, medium, or something along
Oh yeah, that's right. He did go on the mediums. That's right. I forgot about that.
But that is strange to put the softs on now and not at the end of the race.
Yeah. I mean, if you remember earlier, Severpie, you remember how Hefty said that his goal was just to beat. I mean, he's got one of the goals that he's achieving right now. One of them being is that he's beating his teammate. He said
that wasn't really enemy he controlled, but Snipper's catching him. He's only 5 seconds behind him now.
Yeah, he's not too far away. But so far, he's making one of those goals pan out, but right now he's still a little bit away from leading the Grand Prix. There you go. There you go. Pit window is open, and Dreamsy has gone to pits now. So he is going to sit on the hard tires. So I'm guessing he's going to try to go for the undercut on Hefty Bag. On go the hard compound tires for both of them. And meanwhile, Ripper Rick has caught up to Easy Hurricane. And this is the battle for third, and easily gets by him up to third place.
Gap to watch now is Honos to Ripper Rick. He's got about 15 seconds to him. Not sure what the pit delta is here. I think it's around 25, so he's looking like he's going to give him a shout for the win there, Honos, whenever he comes in.
I think this might be very, very close once Honos gets the pits. Maybe Ripper Rick was trying to attempt for the overcut.
Bryce and Dreezy going at it. Somebody else is there. Big Rig.
Yeah, Big Rig was involved there too. He's alongside with Bryce as well, trying to get by him.
Other than these 3, 4, there's about 5 drivers altogether there, but other than that, there's not a lot of close racing.
So Honos is now coming in, but where is Ripper Rick? He's at the back straight. So maybe this overcut will work. I think he might get back.
He's coming out of the last turn right now.
Yeah. Just in the box. Yeah, the overcut has worked. I did not expect that. So the overcut did work for Ripper Rick. He's now back in the lead of the Grand Prix.
But he's got 3 more laps on his hards compared to what Honos has got.
But the thing is, that Honos. Oh, and Honos just got overtaken by Helmate too.
That might hurt him more.
Yeah, now he's got traffic to deal with. But here's the thing though, is that Ripper Rick his tires are much more like warmed up. Honos needs to try to build up temperature into those hard tires. And Hefty Bag trying to get by.
A little further than I thought it was going to be. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Well, meanwhile, Hefty Bag just got by Speed King, and now he's back into the Red Bull Sandwich. But where's Snipper though? Okay, he came up behind his teammate, and he's behind Big Rig and Dreamsy. So he's still got ways to like catch him at least. But I'm impressed though by Ripper Rick for pulling that off, that overcut.
When Rick gets clear air, he seems to be really, really good.
Yeah, main thing is you want to have clean air if you're coming out of your pit window.
The only time he's really been around anybody has been when he's been up behind Hurricane.
Yep, and meanwhile, Snipper just got by Big Rig up into 9th. Hurricane, who has yet to pit, though, is going to be battling with Ripper Rick. He's a little bit too far away at the moment to catch him.
I think at this point Hurricane's probably just hanging on to Rick for the DRS.
Yeah. And Snipper got the fastest lap of the race now, so get some extra points as well.
The big question mark here is Helmade, whether or not he's going to try and go to the end.
So Speed King, Korab have gone to the pits. They've been on the hards. Excuse me. My voice was crap. And Space Hero goes in for the hards as well. So pretty much the majority are going. Speed King and Bryce had a little bit of a tangle there after Speed King came out of the pits. And Bryce with DRS. Oh, goes to the outside. Does he make the move done? He can't do it in turn 4. They're still side by side. Looks similar to Rosberg and Hamilton in 2014. They're still side by side. Oh, contact. And he pushes him off the circuit, too. But Bryce moves himself up into 12. Oh, dear.
He's still staying out on those hard. Maybe he's going to go hard to softs. You can stretch it to lap 20. I think he might be able to get softs on the end.
Well, Honus has got by Helmade. Easily done, and up into 3rd. Meanwhile, Bryce and Speed King have been battling out for ever since Speed King came out of the pits, and now he's got Korab's somewhat getting involved as well.
He takes the fastest lap, and Snipper steals it right back.
And obviously what's helping them too is getting the clean air to get the fastest laps. And Speed King's got DRS all over Bryce. Bryce tries to go on the inside, trying to defend the inside line as much as he can. And here comes Korab. Oh, they're going to make it 3 abreast into turn 1. Does Korab pull it off? Oh, it's still 3 wide there. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide into turn 2. Korab somehow squeezed his way through. How did he pull that off? He was in the middle of it, of that 3 wide.
I think Bryce backed off going into the last part of that.
Yeah,
I think he realized that if he didn't back off, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, what a move though by Korab. Very, very adventurous move there. So that put himself up in the 12th, but wow.
Puts him in the 12th, but he just stopped, so there's a lot of people in front of him who still have to stop. Speaking of, Hurricane's in the pits.
Yep, Hurricane's now in, and Hanos.
He's going mediums.
I don't think he really stops him.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Hanos gets second and the fastest lap as well.
The only one left to put is Big Rig. Let's see if he comes in here. Oh, he's staying under the lap. I could see Big Rig trying to push him to put on the softs. Almost is slowly catching it. It's only a 6-second gap right now. It was about 8.5 when he came out of the pit, so
yeah,
watch.
That's true. I mean, it's still a little bit ways, but Ripper Rick does have his tires all warmed up. I think Honus is just about to get warmed up.
If Honus is catching him by around a second a lap, it's definitely going to be a battle here at the end.
Probably. But speaking of battles, we got Hefty and Kill the Birdman battling out right now for 4th place. Right now, Hefty's a little bit too far away. I think he'll try to get him once they get to the front straight. But Dreamzy also starting to close in on him, and Snipper.
Yeah, I was going to say the 2 fastest guys in the race right now are catching up to that group.
Oh, and Hefty goes a little bit wide. Just trying to see if we can get that slipstream, and now Birdman cuts to the racing line. So trying to defend him as much as he can, but I don't think he's got enough. Yep, there you go. Hefty easily gets by him and up into 4th place. No, I think it was because I also saw that Birdman went a little bit too wide, so that also was the main reason why.
Here comes Big Rig.
And Big Rig gets the pits. I think he may have damage.
No, he's 17 laps on his hards. This was his scheduled
Oh,
stop. I thought he might try and push it to 20, but
oh right,
I think
yes.
he's going mediums.
Yeah, he's one of the two that start on the hard, excuse me, on the hard compound tires. So yeah, he's on the mediums now. And
You know, Birdman still has to stop once more, so.
Yeah. And Pecan right now is battling up with Dilla Gap. Oh, Pecan lost a little bit of traction there coming out of that turn. Almost lost the back end. Still a little bit too far away though for the moment.
He has come out right behind Korak, but he's on the softer tires.
So we should be able to catch him pretty easily.
At this point, the only other people that we're expecting to have some stops are going to be Homemade, Birdman, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's pretty much correct. Since they did pit up, since some of them did pit earlier from the medians, yeah, they were. Oh, and speaking of which, Birdman is in the pits now.
Probably another medium if he's coming in at this point.
And now you got Snipper and Dreamsy battling out again. we see these two battle out before.
I think this is going to be a recurring theme this season.
Could be. I mean, this time instead of battling out for the lead like they did in Australia last week, they're battling out for at least top 5 position. And Pecan now just got ahead of Birdman. Birdman is back on the medium, so yeah, he can go to the very end on those medium compounds. And now we're going to fall back to Dreamsy and Snipper Big.
Snipper almost lost a go into that hairpin. He got a little sideways.
Okay, yeah, I saw he was really close, but I didn't know he lost a little bit of traction there. But now he's got DRS all over Dreamsy. Dreamsy trying to hold him off on the outside line. And no, he's just a little bit too far away just to catch him.
He's probably using one of his patented 1-1 setups.
Of course, we all know that. Of course, we also know that Dreamsy is known for his ridiculous straight line speed setups. Does help him on straight lines, but sometimes there's a little bit of weakness sometimes if you
Birdman on the outside of Pecan. Ooh, you got it too far wide.
Oh, and they're side by side into the curve of death. Oh, that was so close. Birdman. Oh, they made contact. Oh,
Light contact.
A lot of contact. Oh, Snipper trying to get by Dreamsy.
I think it was wheel to wheel, but I think Pecan realizes he's struggling too much with his tires. He's probably going to be coming in here in the next lap or two.
Yeah. Well, Dreamsy did hold off the Snipper for a moment there on the inside line going into turn 1. Somehow managed to hold them off as well.
Honos has chipped the gap down to 3.3 seconds to Ripper Rick, so it's coming down.
Yeah, it's slowly coming down. So now he's got his tires all warmed up. Of course, also he's got younger tires as well. So this is definitely playing more to his advantage. And Snipper and Dreamsy are still battling out right now for 5th place, but they're still too far away for the moment. We'll see what happens when they get back to the front straight. Yeah, also, Birdman did get ahead of Pecan, so Pecan is still... I think he's kind of struggling a little bit, though, on those tires.
Another thing to watch with Dreams and Pig is that Hurricane is catching him. And he's on the softer tires, so he may be in that battle here in the next 5 laps.
Yeah, so that might have... So it might caught Snipper a little bit off guard there in some cases. Yeah, there you can see him in the background as well. Snipper's just a little bit too far away. Helmet, though, is still hanging on as much as he can, though, for 3rd place. But his gap between him and Hefty is starting to close a little bit. Snipper, oh! All right, Snipper and Dreamsy side by side into the downhill section of the S's. Oh my goodness. Dreamsy goes wide. Snipper goes on the outside line this time. There's still wheel to wheel though after those corners. I think Snipper's got the better line this time, going now into turn 10, into turn 11.
He broke way early though.
Oh, this is super close, and Dreamsy will have DRS as he was behind Snipper in the detection zone.
He's good holding it on the outside there.
Wow. What an... that was incredible between those two. Definitely more of a resemblance there to Rosberg and Hamilton 6 years ago.
Honest got it down to 2 seconds now to Ripper Rick. 2.1.
2.1 seconds. So he might... So his striking distance might be within the next 3 laps.
And Pig and Dreamsy battling is letting Hurricane get right to him. He's now only 2 seconds behind Pig.
Oh, so this might... Yeah, so this definitely might have caught Snipper off guard. Definitely. Snipper is still too far away. Yeah, the gap is closed down to 2.2 seconds. He's only half a second from Dreamsy. Oh, migraine host. Oh, no way. Peacock just left the session.
Oh no. All the timings just all of a sudden went weird.
Okay, so he's in the pits. His AI, I assume, is in the pits.
Oh no. Yeah, well, he did need to come in the pit anyway, sadly.
Yeah.
At least that's not a stop that's killing his strategy there if he comes back.
He's going on his AI just put on the softs, too.
He had gone 14 laps on the medium, so he was going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets one back.
I hope so, too. I'm going to try to invite him, actually, because at least you can do that now if you're, if you're a spectator, too. Last game you couldn't. I'll invite him again. There we go. Alright, he's joined back. Good. So now the gap is closed to 1.7 seconds between Honos and Ripper Rig. Snipper Pig is closed in on Dreamsy still, but
Hurricane's 1.4 behind him.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, he's kind of backing him into it. I think Dreamsy's somewhat backing him into Easy Hurricane.
I'm really curious how long Homade's going to try and take these tires. He's at the point now where he's almost committed. But he's got Publix catching him, only a second behind right now.
And now I've lost my intervals.
As have I.
Great. Yeah, he's closed in though.
I have a feeling that means that Pecan joined back in the session.
Yeah, probably. But I know the gap.
Fully loaded in.
Yeah, I know the gap though is like less than a second between Helmet and Publix, and yeah, there you go. He's got DRS to help him out.
Oh. Okay. We'll see now if he's within a second. He's with the DRS zone. Not quite. He's got to be close to a second behind.
Right behind Dreamsy again. How many times have I said that before? Probably quite a lot, but so far Snipper has to hold back. And obviously this is just helping Easy Hurricane, like you said, catching him up. As I think the gap is closed. I think the gap before the interval went wonky was, I think, 1.6 seconds. So it might be now 1.4.
Alright, we're starting to get the gaps back now. 1.2 for Honos.
He's closing.
And there goes Publix on Helmade.
Easily done. Into third place.
I think at this point,
Snipper Pig
Helmade is just hanging on.
Gets ahead of Dreamsy now. So Snipper Pig finally, after those two were battling for what almost seemed like an eternity, is now Snipper Pig is up into fifth place.
Has the,
and Dreamsy, very aggressive there into turn 4, but Dreamsy has to hold off. Snipper held him off on the inside line. Yeah, Dreamsy tried to make the outside line work. He usually does out of that corner, but just could not pull it off on that time. And there you go. Now you see Hurricane coming more into view. 1.1 seconds now separates between him and his teammate. Pecan now sets the fastest lap as well. Yeah, now you see that Honos is closed more. Oh, Pecan! Oh, we got a safety car. Safety car has been deployed.
Oh no, what happened there? Pecan went off.
Yes, his car is out of turn 1.
Ooh.
I
That completely changes our race here, too.
Well, this changes everything
Rick's
completely.
pitting. Honus is pitting.
Rick's pitting, Honus is pitting. I assume they're going to go to the softs.
They have to go to the softs, yeah.
Yeah.
Pelvis is coming in.
Helmate's coming in.
Oh, this helps Helmate a lot.
Oh, this definitely does, yeah. Here comes Snipper coming in now. Wow.
Wait to see if anybody was going to try and wait this one out on the soft tires they had.
How did Pecan end up there though? His car was on the outside barrier at turn 1. I don't know how he ended up there.
I also missed that. I was looking at the battle of front.
Yeah, I missed that too, but like, that's very interesting. I mean, did he? I'm sure he didn't crash intentionally. Interesting. So, oh, and Dreamsy. Wait, what? Wasn't Snipper ahead of Dreamsy? Wait a minute.
I do believe so, but that might have happened in the pit stops.
Oh, maybe.
I wonder if...
Oh, maybe Dreamsy jumped him in the pits. Maybe that's it.
I'm wondering. Perhaps I didn't quite see it, but they had to double stack it Alpha. I wonder if
Oh yeah, that makes. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's probably what happened. Bossman got disqualified for ignoring yellow flags.
Whoa.
What? Wait.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, did he? He must have passed it. Did he pass the safety car?
I think he's just in front of Tripper Rick. I don't know if he did or not.
he was in front of it. He was in front of the safety car though. Like, but was he given the cue to do that? Or was I have no idea. I have no idea what's happening.
My guess there is the safety car caught him while he was trying to come around for the safety car lap, and he was stuck in between two things there, telling him to slow down and it telling him to reach the pace.
Probably. I mean, I've had a couple of shares with the safety car from any races I've done.
So this is going to be a really interesting final. We're going to get a 3-lap shootout here. 27 probably this is the last lap of the safety car. No, it's pretty split up so far.
No, I think we'll might wait another lap. We'll have to see. Everyone's still trying to catch up to the queue. BOE Bryce got in the pits now. He's been on the softs. The only one that has not been on softs is Space Hero and Big Rig.
Space Hero, I think, was... I'm sorry, yeah, Big Rig was at 9th or 10th. So I think he did it just for track position. But I don't know if he's going to be able to hold out the softs behind him for 2 laps.
By the time we get to the uphill, I think we have the indication about the safety car coming in. And, oh, we got penalties already. Foram and Birdman have collision penalties.
Bossman has said he thought he could unlap himself.
I thought I saw for a quick glimpse, I thought I saw the safety car line go green. Because I know when it goes green, that tells you can pass the safety car.
Uh-oh, Birdman and... Birdman just had collision.
Yeah, okay, so the safety car is staying out for one more lap. So we will have a 2-lap shootout, not a 3-lap shootout. Because I could have sworn I saw the green line on the top of the safety car. Unless that's another glitch, I don't know.
It might have come off, and then I saw Kill the Birdman. Got an incident there, and or maybe his Korab hit for the Birdman. I saw one of the names back there.
Well, Birdman had two. He had 2 5-second penalties, so he's got 10 seconds. Korab has only 5 for the same
One
thing.
of them just popped up, though, as the safety guard. I think one of them got into an incident with the other one. Ooh, Birdman almost just hit Dilgap for the mistake.
Alright, so this race has gone from interesting to now even more interesting.
As we've seen interesting ending.
Well, we're pretty much going to have the same thing we've had for the last 3 races. But who will come out best, though, is the question. So the safety car, I think, will come in this lap, like I said. We will have 2 laps left. There will be no DRS at all. So everyone's going to have to rely on overtake button in the slipstream if they want to.
That might favor Dreamsy.
Yeah, especially with the straight line speed he's got, obviously. But he's got a little bit of work to go up to the field if he wants to try to at least get up there.
Hope we don't have a repeat of lap 1.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll know in about 5 seconds if the safety car's leaving.
I think it should.
Top of this hill.
It
I hope
should.
So.
Yeah, no, it should. Everyone's caught up, so yeah. It'll tell you once we get... There you go. Yep, there safety car in this lap. Alright. So, 2-lap shootout. Comes down to this. Ripper Rick in first, Honos in second, Hefty in third, and Hellmate in fourth, and Dreamsy in fifth. Followed with Snipper, Big Rig, Hurricane, Dilligaff, and Birdman rounding off your top 10 right now at the moment. Cars that have retired, Pecan, Breezy, and Bossman. Well, Bossman was on retirement, he got disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. And also got to remember to follow the safety car line, and we are back under green. It is from Ripper Rick to Honos to Publix to now Hellmate. Hellmate going on the outside into turn 1. Does he want to try to make the move done right away? I don't think so. Hefty just hold him off a little bit though.
Just to put the peak on the outside of Dreamsy, but couldn't make it stick.
So far, it went much cleaner than it was from lap 1, that's for sure. And
Birdman
meanwhile,
and Bryce
yeah, we got now it's actually yeah, Birdman and Bryce. Birdman gets it in the inside of Bryce. Easily done. Yeah, push him up a little bit.
Base Hero gets by 1 and gets by both of them as a result.
Wow, and Bryce goes wide too in the process as well. Massive lumber there as well.
And Drew, you going around the outside of both as well. So that little battle cost both of them 2 positions.
So pretty much not too many changes except from the back, but pretty soon we will have the final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Closest right now on the track is going to be that battle from 7th back. Big Rig's definitely holding up the people behind him.
Yeah, he's holding up Hurricane and Dilligaff, and he's also got Korab and Speed right behind. Here comes Hurricane on the inside. Does he want to make it done? Oh, he's going ambitious. No. Look, oh, make contact too with Dilligaff as well. Here we go, final lap.
Now, on Hellmate.
Dreamsy on Hellmate. Hellmate is on the outside. Dreamsy on the inside. Wheel to turn 1. Oh, they squeeze a little bit there. Hellmate has the inside line though, and he holds them off, but now Dreamsy will have the inside line. And he squeezes his way through, I think.
Hurricane has squeezed by Big Rig.
And meanwhile, we still got Dreams. He's still battling out with Hellmate and finally gets by him. But we'll see what happens once we get... Oh, Dilligaff's retired from the race. Oh, he crashed before the S's.
I think he lost it going on the... coming out of the turn. A little too much gas.
Probably. But right now, it's Ripper Rig.
That's straight there. I don't think
much better than Honos did. Honos had a pretty big lockup there, too, going into turn 11. Only a few more corners to go.
Keeping Korab real close here for 9th.
Just 2 more corners to go. Ripper Rick still in the lead. No dramatic incidents this time, not like what happened last time. I think this is going to be all clean from here. And Ripper Rick toward the final corner for the final time will come across the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix, his 3rd UDL win. Honos gets it 2nd place. Hefty gets on the podium for the first time in his UDL career, with Dreamsy finishing in 4th place. Helmade, his best finish so far, finishing in 5th. And Snipper Pig in 6th place.
Korab plummets at the end there with an unsafe penalty.
And BOE Bryce, driver of the day, after starting from the back of the grid, working himself up throughout the race as well. But Ripper Rick is your race winner with Honos and Hefty back.
That was almost anticlimactic there because of the safety car, because I think you would have had some really good battles with the tire differences.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Honos was also catching Ripper Rick for the last bit of the race. I think he would have caught him if it was, but if it wasn't for the safety car, he probably would have caught him and maybe taken the race win. But
the safety car went one lap too long for all the excitement there. One more lap and it would have allowed the DRS to come in for the final lap.
yeah, so here's your final results. Ripper Rick in 1st, Honos in 2nd, Publix in 3rd. Good race up from him too after starting from 8th. And Dreamsy in 4th, good result from him too after starting in 10th. Helmade in 5th, his best finish so far. Snipper Pig in 6th. Hurricane getting a good race too after starting from 15th. And so did Big Rig as well. A lot of good racing from the guys from the back of the grid. Same with Speed King, Space Hero, and BOE Bryce gained only 9 positions out of this race after starting from dead last. Drew Youth finished in 12th, Dillsack in 13th, Imperial 14th, Korab 15th, Kill the Birdman in 16th, Dillagaff, Bossman, Pecan, and Breezy are the cars that did not finish. Well, also Bossman was the car that got disqualified. And that, I think, will wrap it up. So, I guess any final thoughts, Severpie, before I close the stream?
No, it was a pretty solid race that I kind of wish it had gone without the safety car, but still got a pretty good battle throughout. And a lot of those guys, it was a kind of a slow burner that didn't get a chance to really explode at the end. But still a pretty fun race.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good race overall. Definitely a good race overall by everyone. So, I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for the debut of the Vietnam Grand Prix, as we will be racing in the streets of Hanoi. So,
actually, I think we're 2 weeks away, because I think next week is Indy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Indianapolis 500 is next weekend. That's right.
The real life one.
Real life. Yeah, the real life 500. All right, so never mind. We'll see you in 2 weeks. My name is Katie1997, along with Severpie. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.